Seedance 2 has changed AI filmmaking forever. Every single shot you're seeing right now was created with Seedance 2. They are dynamic, action-packed with epic visual effects that actually looks realistic. And with consistent character you can control like an AI director. So in this video I'm going to show you the exact workflow that I used to build this from scratch, including prompts, character sheets, environments, multi-shot dialogue, and voice consistency. I'm also giving away a free guide with all the prompts and the visuals, and a custom GPT to prompt your scenes. So let's dive in.
Let's go!
I'm not gonna make it. You have to let me down.
No, we're gonna make it. Hey, Yanis, we need your help. We need rescue.
Yes, I'm coming your way. I got your GPS position.
I can't keep up.
You don't have to. Just stay with me. I'm here. 10 seconds. Almost there. Don't stop now. Move! We're out of time!
So the big news and big difference with Seedance 2, it's definitely the multi-camera cuts, changing angles, dialogue in between characters, and dynamic action all in one generation. It basically understands cinema. So for this video I created a short sci-fi movie with 4 different scenes, 3 characters, and 1 creature. So in this short film, 2 explorers arrive on an isolated alien planet where they get attacked by a creature, and after a fight against this creature, they finally call a 3rd explorer who arrives with a spacecraft to rescue them. And yes, in this story, as you can see, the 3rd explorer is actually me. I'm actually going to show you guys later on how to add yourself in your own story. But before we create any videos with Seedance 2, we need to create character sheets. A character sheet is a single image showing your character from multiple angles. Full body shot, close up, front, side, back. And when you upload it in Seedance 2 along with your prompt, the model will know exactly how your character looks like from every single angle. Without it, you might have some character drift. So in my case, I'm building my character sheet in Nano Banana Pro using Hillsfield. So I usually start with the medium shot of my character. For my 2 explorer, I went with like typical sci-fi characters, but I wanted them to also look real. And for the 3rd one, as you can see, it's based on photos of me, which I did simply by taking 3 photos of myself using my phone, a front view and 2 side views, uploaded them as an image reference in Nano Banana Pro, and just prompted to create an AI version of me as a space explorer. And as you can see, the results are pretty impressive because it kept all the features and the sci-fi context. I also generated this creature, which is going to be one of the main characters in my story. And then when you have a medium shot of all the characters, we want to transform them into character sheet using this prompt. By the way, don't worry about the prompt, you will find it in the free guide below if you want to download it. You will have the link in the description and in the pinned comment. The second thing that I like to create is the environment. And the reason why I've done that is because after using Seedance for a while, I realized that it works way better when you use a character sheet and environment instead of generating a specific first frame for each scene. Like for example, the first frame showing my character in a specific scene, which is actually what I used to teach in my videos on Kling and VO3. But actually Seedance is quite different and it works way better if you provide a specific character sheet and environment rather than a first frame with a specific position of your character in the environment. Because think about it, you're kind of like constraining the model. You're telling it where to start and how to go forward with it. But when you give it an environment and a character sheet, you kind of like give it a stage. And Seedance is incredible at populating this stage. It will figure out by itself how the character should move, how it should be, how the camera is supposed to be positioned to tell a story. So in my case, I went with 2 different environments. The first one is this futuristic spaceship landing in the desert. And the second one is an abandoned facility where the creature is going to live. And one important thing, keep your environment as simple as possible. Try to avoid too much details in the background because Seedance will struggle to keep the consistency of your environment. By the way, if you're serious about AI filmmaking, I actually run a school community with 20 members already, and some of them are professional filmmakers and Emmy Awards winners. Others are already making money with AI cinematic ads, and some of them just started with AI filmmaking. So in the community, we share advanced workflow, exclusive prompt, and we do weekly calls where I give you direct feedback on your work. So if you want to join, you have the link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Now let's get back to generating house scenes. So first you need to understand how Seedance prompting system works, because it's a bit different from other models. Seedance uses image label. Every reference image you're going to upload gets a specific number. So image 1, image 2, or image 3. And when you write your prompt, you have to reference these images. They can be character sheets, environment, or any other thing that you want to add in your generation. For example, in this scene where the 2 explorers are arriving on the planet, I wrote character A, image 1, steps down the ramp first, at image 3, boots pressing into the sand, yellow cape shifting to dry wind, character B, at image 2, follows behind. And as you can see, the labeling system is what gives you the control. And it's actually your lucky day because for this instance, I found a custom GPT for your prompting So it actually generates proper multi-shot camera angles. You also have the emotional direction, the timing, and even dialogues. So if you want to get it, you have the link in my free guide, again, down below. So the way to use it is pretty simple. As you see here, I just uploaded a couple of images of my scene, so my characters and my environments, and then I said generate a prompt following this story using the 3 characters given and the environments. And here I just explained basically whatever I want the scene to look like. So in this case, it's going to be a rescue scene where actually the character that looks like me is going to come rescue the 2 other ones that you're seeing right here. And then what I love about the custom GPT is that it gives you the prompt, but also all the stuff. For example, it does the asset mapping, so what it understood from every image. So image 1 is the rescue spaceship, which is actually this one. Then you will have your prompt here that you can just copy and paste clicking here, and some troubleshooting notes. So for example, if I don't give that much details, it will tell me, okay, maybe you need to specify this and that to have a better generation. But here's a critical thing you cannot miss. The image label that ChatGPT is using in their prompt, so for example, like here, image 3, the male survivor, has to be exactly the same when you're going to prompt it into Seedance 2. As you can see here in Higgsfield, we're using Seedance 2. The male character, so the character A, is also image 3. And this is really important, otherwise the labels will not match, and the model will drown from wrong references, which actually would create weird generations. So always check that before you generate anything. And trust me, I already did the mistake a couple of times before. I wasted credit, I wasted time, so make sure you just double check that.
I'm not gonna make it. You have to let me down.
No, we're gonna make it. Hey, Yanis, we need your help. We need rescue.
Yes, I'm coming your way. I got your GPS position.
Now let me show you another example with the second scene, where the 2 explorers are actually making some noise and the creature is coming to attack them. So in this case, as you can see, I added my first character here, so the character sheet, the second one here, the creature here, and the environment right here. Then I used the custom GPT to create the whole prompt, so separating everything into scenes and using the label function. Then I scroll down, make sure that the sound is on, select Seedance 2. You also have Seedance 2 fast. You will have a little bit less quality, but it will go faster, and it costs also a little bit less money. Get duration to 15 seconds, 16:9, 720p. As you can see, you cannot go further to 720p, but I have a solution for you later on. And then we just click on generate. And this is what we get. And this is where Seedance emotion control becomes important. Because in my prompt I specified that both characters are really afraid, with slow movement and no talking, only looks and gesture, and that's actually what we got. Now the last scene that I want to show you is actually a dialogue scene. This is when the female got hurt by the creature, and the male explorer reaches her to actually call for backup. So we're back in Higgsfield, and as you can see, it's pretty simple. I added all my characters, so this is the first one, the second one, and me as a third one. I actually added an image of the spaceships coming down, and the exit of the space facility where they're coming out. And my prompt again was done using the custom GPT. As you can see, I'm also using the reference images with different camera movement, as you can see here, so medium wide tracking shot, and also some dialogue. So character B is going to say I can't keep up, and this is what I got.
I can't keep up.
You don't have to. Just stay with me.
I'm here. 10 seconds.
Almost there. Don't stop now.
Move. We're out of time.
So as you can see, it's kind of impressive, especially this one, which I got from the get-go. It was actually my first generation. The emotion, the character consistency, the dialogue, everything is dialed in. Another technique that I use is scene continuation. So if you want, for example, to create a seamless transition in between 2 scenes, you can use this technique. So what I did is I took a screenshot of the last frame of the first scene and actually used it as a first frame for my next generation. That's the only case where I will use the first frame option in Seedance 2 actually. And this is how I ended up with a perfect transition in between 2 scenes. Just take a look.
Keep firing! Don't let it get close!
Now concerning the voices of Seedance 2, how do you keep them consistent? Actually, Seedance 2 has a built-in function that works pretty well. You start by recording a short clip of the voice that you want, maybe 8 to 10 seconds. Then you just upload it in Seedance alongside with your image references. And then in your text prompt, you just add this line, make sure you use the same voice as the reference audio. And basically every time that you're going to use this reference audio, you will get the same voice. Concerning the music and the sound effect, actually Seedance does a pretty good job at it, so I didn't have to add anything in my videos. Now, as I showed you, the problem is that Seedance is actually blocked to 720p. So if you want to upscale your video, just go to video here, just scroll down and go then to video upscaler here. Then you upload your video here. Then you just have to select the model. So in my case, I will go with Topaz Video and select the upscaling resolution that you want. So I will go for 2K and click on upscale. Now, obviously this model is not perfect. And I found two things that are a bit annoying. The first one is the verification system. So as you can see here, when I want to add a specific image, it would say check eligibility or either eligible or even not eligible. And what does it mean? So basically Seedance wants to avoid any deepfake. So it's going to spend some time trying to analyze your image and trying to see if it's eligible or not, which I understand obviously, but the first thing that it takes a lot of time. Sometimes it can take like 1 or 2 minutes. And second of all, as you can see, sometimes images are not eligible for no reason. Like for example, like this spaceship or even like this cockpit or even this cockpit here, like they don't represent any person. So I don't understand why they're not eligible. So actually one trick that I found is taking your images and uploading them directly here. Even though they're not eligible, if you upload them a couple of times, they will get eligible. I don't know why. I actually did it here. As you can see, this picture was not eligible and this one was eligible and they are exactly the same, which is quite strange. So it's a bit frustrating, but I guess it will get better with time. And the second problem that I found is actually the price of the model. Seedance 2 is quite expensive, guys. Like to create the whole video that you just seen, I probably spent like $20 to $30. Obviously, it's way better than Kling or VO3 and way cheaper than doing a real production with like real actors and real environments. But if you do a lot of generation, it's adding up pretty fast. Now let's go to the editing phase. So as you can see right now, we are in Premiere Pro, or the software that I'm using. A few things that I like to do in my editing workflow. First of all is just to lay out all the clips that I generated. Then I like to cut any moment that felt a bit off or even like some lip sync that was a bit off. That's why as you can see, I have a lot of cuts, especially at the sequence where the creature is coming to get the two explorers, because instead of like running from the creature, they were just like running to it. Also, this is where I did a lot of scenes continuation, as you can see, so that you can have like a seamless transitions. And that's basically it, guys. So now let's watch the full movie.
We finally arrived. This is where the signal is coming from.
Stay silent. Stay silent. Do not make a sound.
Keep firing! Don't let it get close!
It's right behind us! Run! Leave me alone!
Come on, let's go!
I'm not gonna make it. You have to let me down.
No, we're gonna make it. Hey, Yanis, we need your help. We need rescue.
Yes, I'm coming your way. I got your GPS position.
I can't keep up.
You don't have to. Just stay with me.
I'm here. 10 seconds.
Almost there. Don't stop now.
Move. We're out of time.
So that's the complete workflow to create a full sci-fi movie with Seedance 2. Everything I used in the video, so the prompt, the visuals, the custom GPT will be in the free guide below. And if you want to go further with your projects and also make money with AI content, you have the link to join my school community below also. And if you want to master camera movements, I done a whole video explaining 40 different camera movements in details. I'm going to put the link right here if you want to watch it. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.